if you are a musician who is like, just sort of doing it on their own, literally doing everything for yourself, and you're just trying your best to promote your music and get yourself out there on a very limited budget, especially, then please listen to me right now when I tell you to not waste your time and your energy and your emotions getting freaking live song reviews done. Sitting on live, or even not live, but they're just offering song reviews. I even was a part of a group of people who were independent musicians who did free song reviews or paid to skip the line. And we did this whole blog article about each song and like what we rated it and this and that. What does this accomplish exactly? Getting a bunch of your peers who are also musicians trying to promote themselves to tell you what they think of your song when they're not even the ideal audience for it. Make that make sense, Grandma? Because when did we start thinking that putting money, especially out into the ether, for someone to play your song one time and like tell you stuff about it doesn't really help you at all, I don't think. And especially like musicians are so critical because they are musicians. They nitpick all the little technicalities, all the things that they think you should have done differently. When if you were just to like post a little clip to regular people, quote unquote regular people who are not musicians, you're gonna get an opinion based off of nothing but how it made them feel, which is so important because that's ideally what you want from a song, right? Is to make somebody feel something, hopefully. And you can break through to musicians, but it's like instead of rose-colored glasses, it's like judgmental glasses. And that's good, I guess, at points, but if your song's already out, especially, like, that's not going to help you. If it's already out, there's nothing you can do about the technical changes and mix changes that they think that you should make. So maybe, like, especially if you're not even making money from your music at all, like me at this point in my life, don't put money into things that aren't going to move the needle forward at all. Trust me, it's not going to move the needle forward. It's sometimes fun though to sit in the chat and like listen to people's songs, and like we all give each other feedback, and it is fun. If you have time and you're not, wasting your time not doing something else in order to sit on a live, then go ahead and do that if you have fun doing that. But if you're trying to get more listeners and more numbers or whatever, like whatever your goal is, just having a bunch of musicians sitting on a live together is really not helpful. Hey, it's me editing this, and I forgot to mention that like even big time producers and artists like Timbaland is on TikTok reviewing people's music and saying like whether it's good or bad.
Recently on Timbo I Do.
Out there struggling. Hold your head up high, be proud, and never give up. You got this. Through the heartbreak and through the pain, through the struggle and through the rain.
What on earth were you thinking sending that to Timbaland?
No, not even the drop ain't happened yet, man.
It can't happen. It just can't. We can't. Thank you.
I could have sent some features with Bizarre. I want to send y'all some solo music.
Baby girl.
Garbage. What you say? Garbage.
All right.
Again, that is all so subjective. Even Timbaland is hugely partial to certain music. Like, obviously really likes hip-hop more than other things, so, and like R&B. And so it just depends on who you send it to. Timbaland is calling these people garbage and saying that these people have tomatoes being thrown at them. I bet you there's people out there who would like that song just fine. So that just goes to show that you can get hugely discouraged by getting your songs reviewed by anyone, especially an idol, but peers too. Like it really knocks the wind out of your sails if you're just getting started. You really need positive
feedback.
So what are you really supposed to do? Honestly, I don't know what the right answer is, but I feel like for me, as hard as it is, it's just trying to release the music that I like the best and see by posting clips on social media what resonates with people, and rather than letting negative comments get me down, just try to be scientific about the feedback. It's like you are just a scientist with your little clipboard and you're like, okay, first we need to put the test subject in, which is a post of some kind for people to see or listen to. And then you wait for the information to come in. So you need to wait and see what people think, what they say. If there's a lack of engagement, I wouldn't give up on it immediately. I would maybe give it a few times, give it a few opportunities, and on a few different platforms, because social media is such a cruel beast sometimes. It really depends. You need to get your post in there, I guess, at the right time, which sometimes it seems kind of random when the right time is going to be, honestly. So you just need to give it a few opportunities, each type of content that you're doing, to really get a good grasp of what people are feeling about it. And from there, then you can take that information and make changes to improve the result the next time. And it can be more fun that way, you know? Like, you're not letting people get to you. You're not taking anything personally, but you are getting better every time. And I feel like I let myself shut down and not post anything for a long time. I'm still trying to get over that, because I was posting to musicians so often and I was getting so much criticism all the time, which like is great, but I really thrive on positive reinforcement and positive feedback. So if I'm not getting enough of that, then, and I'm just getting criticisms of things I should change, then I don't feel good about it. So that's what happened. I didn't feel good about it anymore and I just shut down. And so yeah, I think it's really important to find a way to stay consistent, which I shouldn't even be saying because I can't even do it myself, honestly, but I'm trying every day to get better at it. Like, as long as I'm trying, no one can say shit, right? I don't know what a good like solution is as to if you do want to get reviews. Like I said, especially if it's with a very small or non-existent budget, then like your time and money and effort and everything could be so much better spent on other things, like just creating more music, more content, and connecting with people who would actually listen to your stuff rather than just a bunch of people who want you to listen to their stuff. See, like it just makes no sense for everyone to be in this little bubble of musicians who are trying to promote their stuff, and they're all like sending it to each other and sending it back, and it's just like, it's not going anywhere really. It's all staying in that little hive. So yeah, don't let yourself go into the negative financially or emotionally over peer reviews, and don't let yourself get sucked into spending all day on a live waiting for your song to play, because you could be doing so much more with your day and getting so much more accomplished. Don't let feedback from anybody negate you from continuing on. Just jot it down if you want. Don't even jot it down if you don't want, but like take a mental note as a scientific piece of evidence that either promotes or rejects your hypothesis, quote unquote, which is, did people like this piece of content? And then move on, and then change a little bit and see what happens. Like, don't change too much all at once, and go from there. And I wish you all the best, and wish me luck too, because you know I freaking need it. Much love.